Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
When the arena lights dim for a concert or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person who will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's a person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to give you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let other fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
Wells, a rhythm three. Yes, sir! That's an exclamation point on this game.
Grizz fans, defend your home court from pests with Terminix. Before cockroaches, spiders, and mice show up, Terminix it with our pest-free 365-plus year-round protection plan. Visit Terminix.com today and enter code SAVE50 at checkout to save $50. Terms apply. Go Grizzlies!
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Each challenge is unique, so each game plan is customized to identify opportunity and the path to victory. It's true in basketball, it's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with personalized planning and advice. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by May 30th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Here we go. It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It's a Wednesday, March 18th, 2026 edition of the show. Today on the show, unbelievable sports night last night with the first four going on, which were both really good games. The World Baseball Classic went on last night. There was other stuff that was going on. Obviously, the Grizzlies are going to be back in action tonight, playing against one of the best players in the NBA at FedEx Forum in what is a late tip. We'll get to that. Alan Boston is going to go through the Friday games with us for the NCAA Tournament as he joins us live from Las Vegas. Jessica Benson's going to join us to talk tournament at 1 o'clock. So we got a lot going on today. It's a Wednesday. It's cold out, but smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. Yeah. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right, bunch to get to on the show today, not the least of which is Alan Boston is going to join us, and we got his Thursday thoughts yesterday for the NCAA Tournament, and so before everybody's got to turn in their brackets, assuming you haven't yet, we're going to get his Friday thoughts today on the show. He is going to be joining us in the second segment today. As I mentioned, Jessica Benson is going to be coming up at 1 o'clock, and we got a lot to get to on the show. Before I get to anything, I welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, Senior Sack, Johnny Backpull, Johnny Bearcat, the Grim Roser, John Asparagus, Johnny Neckcarb, John Lance. He's Dr. Thunder. He's John the Polluter. He's John Sweeney. Hello, John.
Not once, but twice. Big dog, not the little one. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler. Senor Quasadilla, Mr. Man, Navajo Joe, the reporter, the photographer. He's Sir Hiss. He's Walker 93.
How you doing, Chad? How you doing today, man?
Everything's great. Last night, I will say, I had a surprisingly super enjoyable time watching sports last evening. I did not expect to be nearly as enthralled as I was with everything that was going on, but between the tournament games that were going on and the World Baseball Classic that I turned on, and I even turned on that the Tiger Woods Golf League for a minute, the TGL thing, and that was going on. Like
the TGL playoffs?
Yeah, there was a bunch going on. Obviously, NBA games that were going on, so there was a bunch that was going on last night, and so it was fun. It was all the way until I went to bed last night. I ended up watching games on a random Tuesday night, and the first four games were both really, really good. We'll get to those here in a moment. Before I get to what happened in those games, I told you yesterday that I was going to have a rooting interest in Howard simply because Brevin Knight's kid, Donovan, who I've known since he was a young child, now goes to Howard. and is part of the staff at Howard. And so I've been talking to Brevin throughout the year about Donovan being at Howard, and then obviously Donovan was here for winter break this year. And then all of a sudden I looked up and they were like winning they had a chance to win their conference tournament. They ended up winning their conference tournament, and they were going to be in this first four. And so I was like, man, no, I want them to win. Like, I don't have, like, what do I care about Howard, Maryland, Baltimore County? But because Brevin Knight's son is there, I was like, you know what? I hope that would be super cool if they win like their first four game, and then they got to go be a part of the Thursday, Friday, tournament proper. And sure enough,
they got the dub.
And it was a thriller.
Sweated it out.
Oh, my God. They were up big, and then it looked like they were going to blow it. And then they ended up winning that game late. And one of the things that I love, about this tournament time is all of a sudden becoming aware of people of which I was previously unaware. That was the game tying 3 after the missed free throw. And honestly, the shot on the possession before that to put them up 4 was incredible after it looked like, oh my God, they really blew this. Like, they've blown this. They're not going to get a chance to play in the tournament. And after the game, I didn't know Kenny Blakeney. I don't know who that is. That's the Howard coach, right? But again, you have these moments. That's one of the things that I love about the NCAA tournament. This was their coach talking after that game, after Howard was able to get that win in the first 4 last night. And I was like, this is the stuff I love. Becoming somebody that I had previously no knowledge of, and then I watch them in a press conference, and I'm like, okay, this is amazing. This is Kenny Blakeney last night after their win.
I didn't understand how to build culture. I understood how to follow culture, and there's a huge difference. I had to learn how to build a culture, and that took some time, and thankfully, my man over here, Mr. Davis, was great. It was great. I mean, I don't know how many games we won our first year, 4 or 5. Our next year, we were 1 and whatever before COVID, and we had to shut the season down. But, he was nurturing, he was loving, he was tough when he needed to be, but he was right by my side as a partner.
Dude.
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, how awesome is that?
Bro. First ever tournament win in school history.
And and he's talking about like sticking with him after they had 4 or 5 wins, and then they had 1 win, and then the season. COVID was a long time ago now.
Yeah.
Right? And he's
but
that's a guy that he gets super emotional because he got stuck through it and was able to see it through, and now they're reaping the benefits, and that's one of the biggest moments in their school's history.
Didn't what's the name go there for a little bit? Not Bowl. One of them.
To Howard?
Hold on, bro. It was
for sure not Bowl.
No,
he was in Oregon.
Malu Maker. Yeah, Malu Maker went there. Remember him?
I was going to say, Diddy went there.
He was a 5-star recruit. He went there for a little bit in 2020. So that's how I remember.
Oh, yeah. So they ended up winning. And then the second game, which was NC State, Texas, Sean Miller almost killed his assistant.
Yeah, it was, for good reason.
Last night, as Texas hits their game winner against NC State, this is a video that was taken from the crowd that is unbelievable. You see the assistant run out on the court after they have hit the would-be game winner.
Tough shot.
And, oh my goodness, Sean Miller comes over to this assistant and
yeah, bro. He wanted to hit him with an RKO, bro.
Oh my gosh!
You almost cost me a tournament win.
Do you know how close that guy was? That's so close to violence.
Yes.
Bro, look
at that very moment.
They were on the court, bro.
They were on the court.
So if the ref wanted to be petty, they could have blown the whistle. But I respect that, Sean Miller.
They were on the court. Also, we have a couple others. Will Wade, super bummed after that one last night.
He's built nasty.
And he took to his press conference, and let's just say that the theme was disappointment.
You know, disappointing end to a pretty disappointing season for us, the way I look at it. And we hadn't been very good in close games. We hadn't earned the right to win close games, and our season ended very similarly to the reason we're sitting in Dayton. And so, you know, you are who you are in pressure moments, and we tried to mask some stuff, and we couldn't do it. And so that's why we're here, and that's why we're heading home.
What a bummer,
man.
I mean, bro,
disappointing end to a disappointing season, and we can't win close games. And
you were at Mini State, right? You took guys.
Yep.
You got more money at NC State.
Yep.
You took guys from Mini State over to NC State.
Yep.
And you can't even win.
They didn't get it done.
You didn't get it done. And if we saw that photo going around of him built weird on the sideline.
Yep.
He was built he's built nasty. His build is.
You don't like his build.
His build is a nasty build. Jaylon,
you don't think he's an easy avatar to make.
Nah, he built like a pear.
All right, let's get to Tramon Mark.
A pear.
Tramon Mark. This is his post game last night after the first 4 games.
Your 5th career game-winning shot. Fifth. How are you able to be so clutch in the biggest moments?
I don't know. I work on those type of shots all the time, so it's just routine for me, really.
Congratulations on a great win.
So much. I'll tell you what, guys.
Play it back and watch when she tells him it's his 5th game-winning shot.
Your 5th career game-winning shot. Fifth. How are you able to be?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, touch it.
5th.
You told me something I already knew.
Big time shot.
Yeah.
And that's forever, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when you
look, shout out to the Pears, bro.
Oh, man.
Look at that build, bro.
Come on.
He built like that dude from that one movie. What's that dude with that movie? Gru? He built like Gru.
Oh, that is crazy.
And look at that build.
Yeah, man.
That's a sicko build, bro.
Yeah, that knee is holding on for dear life.
Not like a.
Yeah, that thing is holding on for dear life.
Yeah, man.
All right, well, look, it's all bad. It's all
physical therapy.
It's all disappointment going on for those guys. So, anyways, watched all of that last night. Those first 4 games were great, and it got me amped up for sure. What did not get me amped up was the World Baseball Classic last night, which the USA tied with one of the most unbelievable aura-filled home runs ever by Bryce Harper with the unbelievable bat flip. And I'm like, oh, they flipped this thing. I mean, it was unbelievable. And then, of course, they give up the run late and they lose to Venezuela. And I will say, I was like on the edge of my seat watching this baseball game. I got enthralled with it, with this United States-Venezuela. But then all it did was bum me out because we're like a week away from opening day, and the Cardinals are going to be awful. Yeah. And so it's like, oh, now I'm getting excited. Like, this baseball is awesome. Oh, wait, my team's going to be terrible. Yeah. I went to go check. I was like, what's our over-under? Like, maybe they're not going to be as bad as I thought they're going to be. So I went and checked, like, DraftKings. Yeah. It's 69.5. Ew. They play 162.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, man.
What happened, bro?
You know what?
Y'all on a rebuild?
It's a rebuild, like all of my teams.
The Blues, too?
Everything is a rebuild in my life.
The Blues?
The bright side is
they're 500.
The games go by faster now in baseball.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
I guess so.
They go by faster.
I guess, and maybe, look, hope springs eternal, I guess. Maybe some of the big prospects end up looking good or something. I don't know.
One of our homies is a prospect. Maybe he'll,
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. It was just a bummer. Like, right when I get excited about baseball, and then, I'm on his text with Gary last night, and he's like, yo, I'm going to get to go next week I'm going to Mets opening day versus Paul Skeens. I was like, what?
Oh, that's lit.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
that's fire.
And then I was like, I'm super not excited for opening day. I kind of want the baseball classic to just keep going on, so then I have something to root for. I was like, man, this is fun.
Yeah.
And obviously Venezuela. I mean, it meant so much to them last night to hear Cabrera and see Acuna and all these guys last night. They've been, their country's been to hell and back over the course of the last 6 months, and it meant an awful lot for them to win that thing last night. So was happy for them. And then I was.
They were calling Aaron Judge Josh Allen last night.
Every meme.
They were cooking him, bro.
They were cooking.
They call him
Aaron
Josh
Judge last night.
I was like,
Aaron Judge when it matters most, and it'll be like just some idiot. You know?
Yeah.
They called him, what's that dude for that play hockey? Connor McDavid.
Connor McDavid.
They were like, yo, you're so good, but you
were,
can't even win when it matters. I'm like, bro, they were cooking him.
Yeah,
bro.
he was getting beat. He was getting beat last night. That was him coming up short. He did not get the Jack Hughes American hero treatment that we did for hockey. He got the complete opposite last night. They were on him. But anyways, I got excited about watching that World Baseball Classic because it was mega entertaining for sure. And like the crowd was great. And like it just felt, it felt like everybody cared, and it felt like a pressurized situation. Like it mattered, right?
Yeah.
To those that were involved. Mm-hmm. And then on the other hand, you have my thoughts on the upcoming baseball season, which bummed me out. So
look, you know what you could do, Vernon?
Wow, baseball, this is super fun to watch for another week.
You can download MLB The Show.
No.
Create a character and bring your Cardinals back to life.
Bring it back. The last time I did that, I played in the last EA Sports one with Manny Ramirez on the cover, which is well known as
MVP Baseball.
This 2004, I believe. I played a 162-game season on that game.
As a user?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you were in the weeds.
I mean, that's how long ago that was. But I mean, I played literally the entire season on that game. And then the next year, it was gone, and they came out with college baseball.
Yep, with the Texas player on the front.
And it was like, and then like as soon as I played it, I was like, ting.
Yeah.
Like, when you hit it, I was like, this is stupid. And I don't know anybody on this game.
Yeah.
Well, look,
right
now you got the best of both worlds. MLB The Show. You can play in college.
Oh, you can?
You go from high school.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just have to become a video game guy.
I mean,
right, for baseball
season.
season. Like the times that I would be watching the Cardinals, I'll just play the video game instead.
Yeah,
maybe
so you can win with the Cardinals, bro.
Yeah.
Make you feel better.
Grizzlies are in action tonight. It is a late game because of a back-to-back that the Nuggets have. And so the game is moved 30 minutes up. It's at 7:30 tonight for anybody that is going down to the arena. But I will tell you that regardless of what is going on with the local team, the Grizzlies, Jokic is worth the price of admission,
yes.
right? We get to see him twice, and he is just it is something to behold, honestly. Like, if you get the opportunity, there's very few guys that I tell you this. He is one of them, where it's like, seeing him in person gives you an even greater respect for what this guy does on a basketball court, and watching him manipulate the entire game is something to behold. And I am excited to get to see him in person tonight.
I have a legitimate question.
What?
Who's going to guard him?
Huh? Jemai Meshack, of course.
Yeah.
He played 26 minutes in the last game. It was a headline.
In fact, he's my sky dog.
Jemai Meshack.
It is questionable, by the way.
Well, you remember how he shut down Young Hansen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shout out Meshack, man. He a dog. He a dog in them trenches.
I got so depressed this morning.
Jokic a different.
Did you see DeMichael's article?
Oh, about Jaren?
The vibes,
about
the
how
music.
They sit in the locker room in silence now.
That can't be. That can't be.
Yeah, we can't sit in the locker room in silence.
It's like they traded Jaren Jackson Jr. and now they have no music in the locker room, and they're trying to like find somebody. Yeah. And Cedric Howard said he's got to do it now, and it's like, and then these other guys are like, I can't do it because they won't like my music. Gigi's like, they don't want to hear Kirk Franklin, and another guy's like, and they're like, what did Jaren play? And they're like, NBA Youngboy and stuff like.
So somebody just go get a Bose speaker and connect your phone and put on Youngboy. That's all you got to do.
But the thing is, Jaren had like a whole like curated, bro. Like from in the arena.
It's a real responsibility.
No, from the roads, like from the in arena to the walk to the hallway
but that can't
to the
be.
locker room. Jaren had it all on lock.
That can't be. where now it's like we traded away the music. That can't be.
The vibes,
You
bro.
traded away the player, but like, come on. Somebody has to step up. And now they're all just like finger pointing, like, who's going to do the music thing? And nobody wants to do it. And I'm like, that's so sad.
Can you imagine him in the locker room just like...
It's so depressed. I know.
30 on the clock, guys.
Yeah, why doesn't Ty
And
do
Jemai
it?
Mashak's like, I need music to like get ready for the game. And like... But he's a rookie, so it's like weird if he does it, and it's like, oh my god.
Then Ja's like not around that much, so like Ja would be the one, but
Oh
he.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Like,
Come
Why
on.
didn't Ty do it?
Come on.
Ty Jerome, no, bro, because he plays. You hear his playlist. You don't want to hear that before the game.
It's just a bunch of Drake, right?
Yeah, but no,
we got to get that fixed.
They traded the
And
vibes,
now,
bro.
And now Cedric Howard's like,
And Taylor
all right,
Hendricks
I guess
plays Drake too.
we're counting on a rookie to step up. I mean, these are the things. I mean, he wrote
This is
about
leadership,
it. It's like,
said.
And it's also like that just made me feel so sad.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They traded away Jared Jackson Jr. and now they don't have any music and they're all just sitting there like, you remember when Jared was here and there was music playing? Like, God.
And you know Jaren, Jaren like jumps around, like dances around, like.
It's like.
Now they're just sitting there.
We lose every night. We don't have any tunes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Hey guys.
Gigi's like, Taylor, can I left my socks. Can I borrow a pair of socks?
Hey,
just in silence.
Like, somebody turn on some music.
2,
I know.
3, go Grizz.
I know.
Hey, at least Vernon, I will say this. This is one thing I've noticed. They do run out together now.
Yeah, they do. They do run out together. That got.
I think we're the reason why that happened.
I hope so.
Shout out to the Grizzlies.
All right,
brother.
Alan Boston is going to join us live from Las Vegas, and we got to go through all the Friday games. We did half of the bracket yesterday. We're doing the other half today. He'll join us on the other side. Chris Vernon Show.
Fridays at FedEx Forum just got a whole lot more fun for the family. With the Family Friday ticket offer, a $35 game ticket gets you a $10 food voucher and access to pregame shoot-around. Additionally, for every 4 tickets purchased, you get an autographed item from the Grizzlies vault. Capture moments that last a lifetime for birthdays, youth groups, and other family-friendly celebrations. Visit Grizzlies.com/Friday to grab your tickets today. Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit Grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's Grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Just be cool. Throwing dead presidents. Look alive. Party is the evidence. It's a vibe. Celebrating excellence. We survive. Two-seater snapping, girl. I'm happy it's just you and I. Throwing dead presidents.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. Tip off the NCAA Tournament with us. Watch our College Hoops Mega Madness show from 8 to 11 on Thursday and Friday. Tune in as we break down the top matchups of the day, give you bracket predictions and more. You can watch it all on YouTube or on the Grind City Media app starting at 8 o'clock. Jessica and the crew is going to be on at 8. I will be on at 9:30. Gary will be joining us intermittently over the course of the 2 days. And we will get you ready for the NCAA tournament on both days. All right. Alan Boston is our favorite Las Vegas wise guy. He's actually in Las Vegas. I don't believe we have video with him, but I do think I could hear him. Alan, you there?
I'm here if you can hear me.
Yeah, perfect. Hey, we don't need the video. We're just going through the games anyway. So we're going to go through. Yesterday we went through all the Thursday games. Today we're going to go through the Friday games. You ready?
Yeah, so there are a couple additional games because they had that ridiculous play-in round last night that we could briefly touch upon.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's...
Michigan plays Howard, which is not much to talk about there. It's pretty much, are they motivated to run up a big score or not?
Right.
I will say the problem with betting against Michigan is their 6 through 10 are almost as good as their 1 through 5. So they almost without a care run up scores without trying. So the line is slightly high, and I don't think the 1 day gap between games is going to affect them any. They're only going from Dayton to Buffalo. It's not a big deal. So I mean, I have the smallest of leans to Howard, but it's pretty much whether Dusty May wants to leave his starters in for a long time or not. They have been pretty apathetic the last couple of weeks, so maybe that'll carry over. This doesn't figure to be a game they get sky high for. So I would definitely lean to Howard.
How about
but it's nothing I'd go to war with.
How about these first 4 games that are going on tonight? Do you have any thought on Lehigh, Prairie View, or SMU, Miami, Ohio?
Yeah, I do. I was going to finish the other one unless you want to wait till Thursday.
No. Go ahead.
So the BYU Texas game is a little more intriguing. So my number on the game is if I just did it on the square, BYU 3.5. However, that is knocking them quite a bit for Richie Saunders' injury, which they have completely fallen apart without him. However, they had moments like crushing Iowa State at home where they still played to an exceedingly high level. I think they kind of mailed it in a bunch of games at the end of the year, so I'm kind of ignoring all them. And in the conference tournament, they pretty much played Houston to close to a standstill. It was a very, very good game. So the problem with Texas is they played one right to the wire last night. They were fortunate to hang on, and now they got to travel all the way to Oregon on one day's rest from Dayton. And I do think that matters. And I do think BYU's upside is greater than the number I have them rated at, meaning this is like the low number I'd have BYU for, but they actually could be better. So that combined with the playing on short rest and a long travel makes me think BYU is probably a very good bet here. I'd be laying 2 for a lot.
All right. BYU.
Instinctively, it feels like they lay over Texas. Texas has not impressed me with any of their games this year. So, all right, on to the first 4.
Yeah. Prairie View Lehigh.
Yeah, I like this one. This is kind of cool. It's two coaches who've been with their programs for quite some time. Dr. Brett Reed had great teams in the past. Lehigh was one of the sneaky good mid-majors, 15, 20 years ago. I think they beat Duke in the first round when they had that NBA point guard who stayed there 4 years, which you'll never see again, which is really kind of the problem. I forget his name because my mind is kind of gone.
CJ McCollum.
McCollum, of course.
Yep.
Probably had a long career at the NBA because kids who stay 4 years have longer careers than kids that don't. That's just fact. You can go read that. But that doesn't matter this thing. So Lehigh, I discussed non-conference games in NCAA tournaments because that's what they're playing. They're playing non-conference games. What happens in conference matters somewhat, yes, because it's still part of their rating. But what happens non-conference sometimes unfolds secrets that the conference games don't matter. They're very familiar with each other in conference. So, for instance, South Alabama, Auburn last night in the NIT. South Alabama is almost an impossible team to prepare for. They play a very tricked-up zone that's constantly morphing, and Auburn had no clue against it for quite some time, and hence we're trailing at the half. Just as an example, where teams in conference know how to handle that. So that's kind of why I look at the non-conference. So in non-conference, Lehigh actually it was out here in Vegas, I believe. They took Santa Barbara to the wire, who's a pretty good team, and then who'd they beat? Texas State, who is decent. Very good performances by both of them there. So they definitely have potential to play well. Injuries kind of got them this year, but they were kind of healthier as the year went on, and they played very, very well in the last couple of games of their conference tournament after struggling with Holy Cross. On the other side, we have Prairie View, just a terrific coach, Byron Smith. I like Brett Reed, too, at Lehigh, so I think they're both very good. So, ironically, Prairie View had a bunch of injuries, and Joseph, who was one of their best players, came back from injury, but his time on court kind of got shortened as he went with basically a 6-man rotation. But when he did that, he ran right through this SWAC tournament. They had big leads in almost every game and played exceedingly well. Now, the program is typically, if not the best program in the SWAC, one of the top 2. The coach is fantastic. The last 2 years have been a disaster for him, and this year was kind of a disaster for him. But here we go. In the conference tournament, they kind of find their game. And if you look back at their non-conference, and again, I'm doing this from memory, so I might screw up, but they took Tennessee Martin to the wire, who is a decent team, and they went to North Texas and took them to the wire. A repeat of either one of those should be good enough here. And I kind of believe that you don't want to overreact to a team getting hot in the conference tournament because often it doesn't matter. But I think it does matter here. This coach is fantastic. And the shortened rotation may have just found their, a chemistry that was lacking or some sort of free-flowing game that was lacking. So I do think Prairie View has gotten better and good enough to where this game is either evenish or Prairie View should be a slight favorite. So Prairie View big here.
Wow. I defy anyone in the world to find a better Prairie View Lehigh breakdown than that one. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
Right, who the hell would waste their time doing it?
All right,
but
next.
It's kind of cool because both these coaches have been with the teams, both the schools, a long time. It's like a throwback game where, where if these guys had players for 3 or 4 years, they would get better. This is the old school approach. But I am a big Byron Smith fan, and I like Brett Reed too. But I just Prairie View was so good in that conference tournament. I do think they win this game. So Andy getting 3.5 points. So it should be good. The other one.
Yeah. Miami, Ohio, you didn't think should even be in the tournament.
Well, because I do it pragmatically. I mean, in my eyes, you want the best teams in a tournament. And I rate all the teams. So the teams with the highest rating should be in. So in that regard, Bruce Pearl is right. Auburn should have been in the tournament. But the fact that they lost about 9 games that they had to win to get in the tournament, and maybe they shouldn't. I don't know. How they do it is flawed. So at least they did it flawed and got a mid-major in, which is kind of unusual. Usually it's the opposite. Usually they do everything they can to keep them out. But there would have been such furor over this. There would have been such a brouhaha if they left Miami O over it that they almost had to put them in. And that being said, they get a pretty good matchup here in the first round. SMU is not a very good team. They have 0 games that I would go to that I thought were impressive. Their best win was probably, and this is non-conference again, they beat Texas A&M on a neutral court in overtime, where Texas A&M pissed away a 4-point lead in the last 20 seconds. That's it. They had a series of games where they supposedly had to win at the end of the year. They lost them all. Granted, they had some injuries, but I don't think Enfield's any kind of genius. I thought he did a great job back in the Florida Atlantic days, but he made a fool of himself at USC, and he's not done particularly well here. I don't think this is some great team. On the other hand, Miami O, although certainly not a great team, they had the advantage, and this is an advantage, and in today's world, an anomaly, of having many players return. They had 4 starters back, 4 reserves back, and therefore they already had the foundation of what they want to do etched in stone. So now it's just about implementing it. And so one would think that they would start off way better than everybody because they were so far ahead of the field having the system in place. But in fact, they just got better and better and better. And even the loss of their point guard, who looked like a disaster, they actually got better when the guy went out. So this team is just full of chemistry. The last 15 games of the year or so, they took everyone's best shot and overcame it. Yes, they got lucky in the Ohio U game, and maybe the referees helped them out a little bit because the MAC made a shit ton of money when they got 2 teams in the tournament. But that being said, this team is legit good. Not great, but legit good. I think their rating's legit. When you beat every team, every team's A game's coming at you, that's impressive. They figured to crash out of the MAC tournament. Going 31-0 is such a humongous achievement that the game after they do it, it's like, all right, mission accomplished, and they let down. But even in that game, they had a lead on UMass before they crashed. I don't think this game should be any more than 4. And the line has come way down, but I still like Miami O +7, and probably even for quite a bit. And winning the game certainly is not out of the question. They are completely outmanned athletically, but their coach has done a fantastic job, and they're a very, very difficult team to prepare for. And I think they got a good chance to win.
All right, so you like both of these tonight. You like Prairie View and Miami Ohio.
Yeah, I think I like a bunch.
Okay. All right, let's get to Friday. Kentucky, Santa Clara. Low line.
Low line because Santa Clara is very good. That would have been a travesty if they lost to St. Mary's in the conference tournament and they got left out. They've had just a terrific year. And I'll point out that they took St. Louis to the wire in a tournament early in the year. They went to Xavier and beat them by 100, literally. Herb Sendek is fantastic. Rumored to be the next Providence coach, but Santa Clara is like trying to raise money to hold on to him. They also crushed Nevada, which is no big deal early in the year. But that St. Louis game was impressive. They lost 71-70. It's a game they should have won. I think St. Louis is a very good team. I also think Kentucky's good, by the way. I think Mark Pope is getting a bad rap. Yes, they spent $22 million, but much of that $22 million is on the bench injured. So what he's left with is a team that doesn't really have a true point guard. And he put together this team to run this very free-flowing offense that is very effective, which actually hasn't been this year. So, yes, this team that might have been elite is just very good now. I rate the game at Kentucky 2 and maybe even 1.5. And I respect both coaches. I think Herb Sendek is elite. So I would give the edge to Santa Clara there. I have the line slightly lower, and I would definitely lean to Santa Clara.
All right, a lean.
And that's a lean, not a bet.
Yeah, I got you. Texas Tech, Akron.
So Texas Tech was my sleeper team to win the whole thing, and then JT Toppin got hurt. Maybe the best player in the country. Sorry, all you Dip Santa fans, but he does everything, and yet they overcame that. I thought they would really fall apart, but they didn't. Right after he got hurt, they won a bunch of games, including winning in Iowa State, which, by the way, is no joke. So the team fell off a little bit because it had to, but they didn't completely fall off the map. Akron, if you go back to their non-conference games against teams that could line up, they lost to Yale on a neutral. Yale was very good, by the way, but they're not Texas Tech. And the game that bugs me was the Murray State game on a neutral where they lost 115-100. And that just doesn't bode well for them in this game. My number in the game, however, is only 6, but it might be that Akron's just very good at beating up on bad teams and running up scores on bad teams. Also, I think Croce's a clown, although he's done really, really good job at Akron, so I might be wrong about him. But McCasland is elite, definitely a top 10 coach in the country. He also hired Jay Linder from Wyoming to run his offense because he's another genius. So they probably have the best coaching staff in the country. So although I have the line slightly lower, I'm definitely leaving it alone and kind of think Texas Tech gets them.
Arizona's favored by 1 million over Long Island.
Yeah, great job. Great job by the kid at Long Island. Not a kid.
Rod Strickland?
Yeah, he really did a good job.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a small school in Brooklyn. Yeah, good job. But, it's a 30-point dog. What am I going to say?
Yeah.
The line's probably about right.
Okay. The line, it's pretty crazy when the line's 30.5 and you're like, yeah, the line's probably about right.
Well, I actually have it lower, but
okay.
And again, unlike during the year where the stupid NCAA incentivizes these teams to run up scores, which is so counter to what college basketball is about. Of course, they've done everything to ruin the purity of the game. I don't know why Arizona wouldn't have their subs in. They're going to have much tougher games down the road. You want to get these guys some experience. So I would definitely lean to Long Island. But, if they won by 50, it's ho-hum. It's not a surprise.
Yeah. All right. Virginia,
but definitely lean to Long Island. If someone has to bet every game, it would be Long Island here or nobody.
All right. Virginia versus Wright State.
Here we go. Great year from Virginia. Odom. Ironically, he's the guy that coached Maryland, Baltimore County when they beat Virginia. That 116 thing?
Yeah.
So, ironically, he ends up back at Virginia. Virginia had a great year. When they stepped up in class, they definitely struggled, but against the lesser teams, they did very, very well. They really didn't have a lot of their best win was at Texas, but I don't really have a high opinion of Texas. Their neutral court games, they were life and death with Northwestern, which is not a good result, and lost to Butler, which is not a good result. They also beat Dayton, which is no big deal. But like most Odom teams, they got better as the year went on. So although I'm aware that those things happen, this team is not the team that was life and death with Northwestern and lost to Butler. However, it's good to know that maybe their ceiling isn't that high. And on the other hand, we have Wright State. And so my number in the game is only 13.5. So I like Wright State a lot anyway. But part B to this is Wright State uses a lot of players. And I think part of the battle of these mid-majors is 6 through 10. Maybe you can concoct 5 that are good enough to stand up to the big boys. But when it gets to 6 through 10, the gap is just too huge. It might be too huge to start anyway, given last year's disaster in the first round, betting similar type teams that I'm betting this year. But I'm hoping it was just an anomaly, and it's not always just the men against the boys. Like sometimes you can, you can get a team good enough to inflate your rating because you're beating up on similarly teams that are not very good. I'm hoping that's not the case. And with Wright State, it's hard to gauge. They didn't really play anyone great during the year. They went to Cal the first game of the year and hung in very, very well, which was a good effort. And they played Kent State in the neutral and lost to overtime, which is also a good effort. And either one of those efforts is definitely good enough to cover 18.5 here. The other part of it is Wright State does use a lot of players. So when they go to the bench, they're not going to lose that much. They've also had a bunch of injuries this year. They're all healthy now, and they're all capable of playing, and this line is very high, and I think Wright State's a very good bet.
Iowa State is playing Tennessee State.
Just to finish off the thought, because I mentioned like Virginia's ceiling, I don't think Virginia's ceiling is that high, so I don't think they have some other gear to go to. I think they've like maxed out where they get to. So I don't think this number could be any higher than it is. So yeah, that's what I'm getting at there. All right, next. Sorry.
Iowa State versus Tennessee State.
Right. Sometimes I don't finish out my thought process, and you're left hanging to try to figure it out on your own, which isn't really fair.
No, you're good.
Yeah, Tennessee State used their advantage in NIL money to win the Ohio Valley. Unfortunately, Iowa State is not the team to play when you're outmanned. So even though technically the line is slightly high, I am not betting Tennessee State. You've seen Iowa State ahead 20-2 in many a game against teams better than Tennessee State. And very rarely does an Altsberger team have a clinker. So, yeah, pass.
Alabama, maybe without their second leading scorer, is not playing Hofstra. I sense people are starting to believe a little bit in Hofstra. Got like I was just listening to somebody say they can make threes. They got some good guards, and maybe they could give Bama problems. What say you?
Well, first of all, props to Holloway for using his NIL money in a very good way to try to make more money. Right? I mean, that's a good idea. You don't weed. What? It's smart. That's showing some intelligence. It's showing some, big picture. I actually respect the kid. And, of course, Nate Oates, I'm sure he's saying, like, damn, he only had 2 pounds of weed. What's the big deal? We should, innocent until proven guilty.
It is going to be hilarious when that kid starts on Friday.
Oh, they're not letting him play, are they?
I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, Nate Oates will convince you that they can, just like he'll convince you it's okay to pluck someone out of the pros and let him play in college. No, the kid had an epiphany. I want to get a degree in philosophy. I'm going to Alabama. I mean, are you serious? Anyway, that being said, Holloway is really good. Like, don't get me wrong. But I think this might actually help Alabama. In a strange way, Alabama is very good at running out teams that they're better than. And Hofstra has been unbelievable at the end of the year. Like, just no bad games to end the year. And Speedy Claxton, another really good job. Like, you watch him play, and I'm not sure why they do so well sometimes. But again, I'm not a scout. But they really haven't put a clinker in a very, very long time. If you go back to their pre-conference, they went to Central Florida and could have won the game. But I don't have high regard for Central Florida. And other than that, they went to Syracuse and did win the game, but Syracuse kind of sucked. So still, those are good wins and shows they can hang with better teams. But Alabama's a whole different animal. And with Holloway out, I don't think, even though he's a great player, I don't think it's going to matter that much because Alabama has had myriad injuries this year, and his system is so etched in stone and so in place, they just plug someone in. So someone will replace Holloway, and it'll be very, very similar. I don't think that's going to hurt him at all. The line came down as a result, as it should. He's a good player. But now it's come down to a number where I think it's actually bettable. I kind of, as good as Hofstra's been, I kind of have a hunch this is a whole different world, a whole different team. They don't play anyone that plays like Alabama. And I don't, if they can handle the speed of the game, then maybe they can hang in there. But this feels like the type of team that Alabama will blow out. So I do like Alabama. That being said, they were life and death with Robert Morris last year. And a few years back, they were life and death with Iona when Patino was there. So those two off the top of my head, I remember. So I guess maybe there's that. But this Alabama team is not coming in on as big as high as those two teams did. Losing to Mississippi in a conference tournament, getting knocked out early should help them here. So, yeah, I definitely kind of like Alabama.
Well, and it's interesting that you say that the line's going down because the expectation is that Holloway won't play, but that's where you go the different direction, where the line is going down because he's not going to play, but you're sitting there going, this guy plays a system, and so it's plug and play, and whatever percent, like even if the next kid's not Holloway, it's not like he's going to be some bum.
Right, and
they got enough players.
Right, I've talked about that. If I believe I didn't do the show early in the year. So the big dilemma early in the year is you have 11 new kids coming in at most of these teams. Not Miami O, by the way. They held on to them, and you see the result, by the way, where they just played to an obnoxious rating. So let's say a David Riley at Eastern Washington, who runs this complex stuff, and he has 11 new players. He's at Washington State now. He was at Eastern Washington. When he was at Eastern Washington, his teams, after having players for even 2 years, just exploded rating-wise. Because when you have some continuity in what you're doing and you're running this complex stuff, you can't do it with 11 new players. And in fact, David Riley in a press conference said, you know what, I got to dumb this down for these kids. Like, it's just, I'm throwing too much at them and they're out there thinking rather than playing. And there's the issue with the NIL areas. A lot of these coaches I like, and I really did struggle to start the year, are never going to have their teams playing to the rating because their system's not in place. But by year's end, it is. And Alabama's definitely is. And I don't think Holloway's absence will hurt them at all. And yet the line came down 1.5 points. And in fact, it may motivate them to put a home run effort in. After losing to Mississippi in the first round of the tournament, I think they're already motivated enough coming in off a stinker, and they get that extra rest. I've talked about that before, where I think getting knocked out is actually a good thing. And I just feel like Hofstra's going to get overwhelmed here.
All right, let's try to get through the rest of these. Villanova, Utah State. Utah State's a team that you really liked during the season.
I love them. They got screwed by the committee. They're one of the teams that got screwed. There's not a lot of them, actually, so props to the committee for not completely screwing everyone over. Usually it's 100%. But they stuck them in some 8-9 thing, and I think I did the seeding. I think this team should be a 6, something like that. Maybe even, I think they were a 6, maybe a 5. It was close. The team is fantastic. I watched them play the coach is a Huggins guy, so he's obviously going to be good. Jared Calhoun. The win over San Diego State in the final was impressive. San Diego State needed that to get in, and San Diego State is very, very good. In fact, they should be in the tournament, but that's for another day. But now they put them here against an underseeded. Well, Villanova's probably got the right seed, but the issue is the next round where they have to play a 1 seed, and this is one of the committee's tricks. Let's find some mid-major that's dangerous, and even if we don't screw them in the first round, we'll give them an 8-9 and make sure they get knocked out in the second round. And I know this sounds all conspiracy theorist, but if you go over the years, you'll see I'm right, that this happens a lot. Utah State is a very, very good team. Villanova, great job by Willard this year. This was not thought to be some really good team. His stud is just a 3-star recruit freshman who's been unbelievable. Now, his dad was Ralph Willard, who was one of the all-time greats. So he does have a reason to be a very good coach, and he did a really good job this year. That being said, I felt like they might have overachieved a little bit, and there's a chance they're a tad overrated. The Big East wasn't very good this year. They had their moments. They played great all the time, and they played BYU tough the first game of the year, which looks good and bad, but was very good at the time. But Utah State is. I wish they weren't playing Villanova because Willard is very good. If they were playing one of the lesser coaches, this would be stealing. The line is I think my line's 2.5.
Okay. But
it just feels like Utah State's upside could be almost unlimited, even though their talent is, it's Mountain West talent. But the coach is so good, and he has so many tricks up his sleeve that I would only be on them. It's nothing to bet, but maybe if it got to 1, I'd lay it.
All right,
I just gotta think of them. Next.
Iowa, Clemson.
Mirror images of each other. Two great coaches with not such great talent. who got their teams to play maybe at the highest level possible. I kind of think the game's pretty evenish, and I lean to Clemson.
All right.
So I'll be succinct there. I won't go into the whole breakdown of it because I don't like it.
All right. Northern Iowa.
Like we're running out of time.
Northern Iowa, St. John's.
Another team that got screwed. St. John's is no 5 seed, not by any way, shape, form, or manner. They're probably a 3, maybe a 4 tops. Probably a 3. Yeah, I got them rated high. So why did they give them a 5? Well, Northern Iowa is an 11, so let's screw Northern Iowa by giving some, having them play some team they can't beat. I made the game exactly where it is. I love Jacobson. He's fantastic. But Patino is also very good. St. John's battle and why they won't win the tournament is the same as last year. Their lack of three-point shooting. So that's just to get a note out there. Don't bet St. John's to win it all because they're not going to, because they're going to have a game where they don't make threes. And the other thing is Northern Iowa defends at an elite level. It's very Brad Stevens-esque where all 5 move as one. This might be a low game, actually, but I don't do totals. But the line's pretty right, and I'd skip it.
UCF is a team you told us yesterday you did not think deserved to be in this field. They drew UCLA.
It's not even subjective objective. They'd be a 5.5 point dog to Auburn. So Bruce Pearl maybe could use that argument instead of trashing Miami O. But you can't trash a Big 12 team, right? Or he just doesn't know that, which is possible. He's not a handicapper. But so both San Diego State and Auburn, who I've rated even, would be 5.5 over Central Florida. Santa Clara, who probably was on the verge of not making the tournament, would be a 6.5 point favorite over Central Florida. And I can go on and on and on and on. No, Central Florida does not belong in the tournament. They're not a very good team. I'm not a fan of the coach. UCLA, yes, both those guys that were hurt will be playing, and Cronin said they both could have played, but I care about the player, not about winning a game. And he is a straight shooter, so I believe him. There's nothing on Central Florida's resume. Yes, they won some games as a home dog against Kansas. That was actually, I think they lost. Yeah, they beat Kansas as a home dog and had a couple other good efforts, but they were in situations where they figured to play well. If you look at the end of the year when they were supposedly on the bubble, they caught Baylor at home fresh off to playing Arizona to the wire, coming cross country, and couldn't beat them. And then an Oak State team who had given up the ghost lost to them in overtime, and then went to West Virginia, who can't play at all, in a game supposedly needed, and lost to them. And sadly for them, and good for us, they're catching UCLA, who's healthy now, and Cronin has been working hard with Donovan Dent, who kind of played out of control at New Mexico, but he's finally got him to be more of a pass-first point guard. And the results are staggering. The team has improved immensely. They're finally healthy. They're a sneaky long shot to go far here, and they will murder Central Florida. It's a complete mismatch. I don't think Dawkins has anything in his. He plays his matchup zone. Cronin will solve that, no problem. They got a lot of shooters, UCLA. Not only is it a low line, but it's a good matchup for UCLA, and I don't think they'll have any problem at all. So I like this one quite a bit.
All right, like UCLA a
Not
lot.
that I'm a matchup guy. I really am not. I just know the teams, but I figured I'd throw out there to sound smart.
I got you. Purdue is playing Queens. This is like the true David and Goliath. I saw the amount of students that these schools have. I saw there's like pictures of their gym and their weight room. It's like, oh my God, this is, we don't get all that often, the true, like, this school has nothing, this school has everything, but that is what's happening in Purdue versus Queens.
That's happening everywhere, and it's kind of a microcosm for all that's wrong with the game. And someone made a point that when some of these mid-majors play the big schools, when they come out in the court, you can see it's the David versus Goliath. You can see, these guys are bigger and stronger. Like, what the hell? Yeah. That being said, though, I've talked in the past how I like going against teams that win their conference tournament, and Purdue fits that mold. They finally beat the number one team in the country. They're a 25-point favorite over a team that certainly, if I want to sound cliched, has nothing to lose. I think this is Queen's first year of being eligible in the tournament, actually. It's kind of a great story. The only knock here is Queens likes to play fast. And an underdog that's outmanned that likes to play fast usually doesn't end with good results. However, again, there's no reason for Purdue to try to run this score up. Their bench is a little dicey, and they just beat Michigan. to win the Big Ten title. They could be a little flat here, and there's a ton of money for Purdue, and probably because the total's high and the line's high, and whatever number I make, you have to raise it by X percentage because of the fact that it's going to be a fast-paced game. But that being said, I don't see Purdue having any motivation at all here to run any kind of score up. Like it was mission accomplished last game, and they could sleepwalk through this and win this. So, and also again, without any incentive to run up the score, the subs should be in there. And part B, Painter against UCLA, even early in the game with a 10-point lead, brought his subs in and said, I have another game to play tomorrow if I win this one, and I need these guys rested. So he's aware that that's a thing. So Queens plus 25.5 for some sort of bet.
All right. All right.
He will, if he did it once, he'll do it again. That's for sure.
We made it through all of the Friday games. Let me just mark this because, all right, you really liked Prairie View and Miami O tonight in those games.
Miami O a little less because the lines come crashing down, but it was like 9 at one point. Then it was like stealing. But, yeah, I still like them quite a bit.
Okay. And then
Prairie View better.
Of what I marked, it sounded like the ones you really, really liked were Wright State, Alabama, and UCLA. Is that right?
Yeah, maybe Alabama a little less. That's more of a hunch because I think the line's pretty close to accurate. Okay. UCLA for sure and Wright State for sure, yeah.
Those are the ones that like
and TCU Ohio State, that was yesterday, right? Yeah. So, yeah.
Because you like TCU, right? That was yesterday.
Absolutely. And the more I thought about it, the more I liked it. Like that, beating Florida and Wisconsin back-to-back, like that is just immense. And they led Kansas the whole way in Kansas and led BYU and BYU. Like they're ups, and they almost beat Michigan at home. Like if you just think about those games and compared to what Ohio State's done, which is pretty much nothing, they got very hot at the end of the year, Ohio State, plus the coaching mismatch. I think TCU is a really good bet, yeah. Originally, my gut was just saying it, but now I can verbalize what my gut was trying to spit out.
Look, I've heard you go through every game in this tournament. I think the one that you were all these years I've had you on, I mean, the one you were most confident in was UCLA. You will be shocked if they don't run all over UCF.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Yeah.
That's fair. And again, you wouldn't know this, but I've been high on UCLA all year. And that's kind of a knock against them loving this game. And I've been against Central Florida all year. Also a knock. Like, it's like a double handicap. Like I'm against Central Florida all the time, I'm on UCLA all the time. So my number figures to indicate that, and not only indicate that, but indicate that twice now because I'm plus UCLA minus Central Florida. But Central Florida, UCLA has got it all together. If you look at Donovan Dent's stats since, and Cronin talked about how he worked hard with this kid to try to get him to understand the how to be a pro point guard because he's definitely capable. And he's achieved it. He's been absolutely immense. They'll have their whole team. They were without Sky Clark for a long time. Cronin said he's their best player. So this is a team that's getting it all together at the right time. They ain't playing much. Johnny Dawkins is not one to figure out how to counter anything. And it feels like a run out. That being said, my number's not that far off, but I'm very, very confident my number's right. So that I'll go with that. Yeah, that's one of the better ones.
And then one other that's worth mentioning that we covered at the beginning is the one that was set after last night. You do like BYU in the spot that they're going to have against Texas because that game did not get set.
Yeah, and again, there's some nuance to that because I do think that travel matters.
Yeah.
And I also think BYU could be underrated. Like Richie Saunders is a three-point shooter. That's all he is pretty much. And he's kind of a glue guy. But they had moments without him that were immense. Like just running Iowa State out of the gym is – and they definitely were apathetic in other games. They definitely just didn't show up. They're down 20-2 to teams that, clearly they didn't show up. But they look very, very good against Houston, and a repeat of that should handle Texas, I would think, yes.
Okay. All right, we're going to let you enjoy the games tomorrow because we're doing the shows early, but then let's reconvene on Friday so that we can go for the Saturday games. Is that good?
Very good.
All right, awesome. I'll contact you tonight.
Good luck, everybody.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Alan. All right, Alan Boston, our favorite Las Vegas wise guy, going through everybody in the bracket. Boy, that Prairie View Lehigh thing was crazy. You get that nowhere else.
That's the most elite breakdown you ever hear,
That's
bro.
Unbelievable. Crazy.
Elite breakdown.
Unbelievable. He knows all these teams. I mean, the fact that he He's like truly a savant, bro. The fact that if you see him, he is rattling this stuff off his head. I mean, you got 300 teams to keep up with, and you remember the games that they played.
Yeah. Anybody that carries around a 3-ring binder knows what they're talking about.
Well, he's mentioning UCLA, and it's like the only thing I think of with UCLA this year is like Mick Cronin getting in trouble for crashing out a couple times, and he's like they've got 3-point shooters. They've actually got really good 3-point shooters, and I was like, Mick Cronin teams usually don't have 3-point shooters. No. And I look it up. They shoot 38% from 3, number 1 in the Big Ten.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out Allen, man.
All right.
I'm ready for them games to start, man.
There you go. We're going to have games by tomorrow. All right. Jessica Benson's going to give us names that we need to keep a lookout for during this NCAA tournament. We'll do it on the other side. Chris Vernon Show.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board. A class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
The USA men's hockey team won a gold medal for the first time in 46 years. Jack Hughes loses 2 teeth, wins the gold medal. I think it's a good trade-off.
You feel bad for Canada. Like you said, they should have won. They should have won 9 times out of 10.
I don't feel bad for Canada.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
The Grizzlies have been consistent as one of the top 2 or 3 most productive benches all season long.
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Tiger, I guess, probably delivered or created the biggest headline from the weekend by leaving open the possibility that he will play at the Masters.
I don't think it's very likely, but anything with Tiger seemingly throughout his career, even in the late stages coming off injuries, has been possible. I mean, it will take a Herculean effort, I would believe, Gary, for him to be able to make it. But I think, I'll say this, if it is all physically possible, I think he will do it.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris
On one morning
Vernon.
bright and clear, my old folks and I drew near, just a village down in sunny Tennessee. I'd been speeding
All
on
right,
that
we're back.
train that would
Chris
bring me
Vernon
back
Show.
again.
All right, thanks to Alan Boston for joining us. We have been navigated through the entire NCAA tournament, so we have his picks for everything, and we'll reconvene him on Friday. NCAA tournament is getting started tomorrow. Of course, we are doing our college hoop show to get you ready for it, starting tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And then we will be on from 8 to 11 tomorrow. Gary Parrish is going to be joining in. Jessica Benson will be starting at 8 o'clock. I'll be in here by 9:30, and we'll get you ready to go for the NCAA tournament. Right now, Jessica Benson's going to help us get ready for the NCAA tournament with some names that we need to keep a lookout for. I hope so. I hope so.
These are adding
and I know
some flair
Flair?
to the games that maybe you wouldn't be as interested in.
All
this
right.
is the way that it was categorized to me from Roser
All right,
this
let me
morning.
hear it.
I want to
he
be
usually-
perfectly clear.
Okay. He usually screws things
No,
up.
no,
so-
no. I thought it was good.
Okay.
Interesting players that we don't know about.
Okay.
So I could have taken a wide net on that. Like when I first started, I thought, Bruce Thornton at Ohio State's awesome, but he's like a late second-round pick. We haven't been talking as much about those kind of players.
Do you know I was stunned to read that he became Ohio State's all-time leading scorer?
That was too
yeah.
surface level.
I look, and everybody knows all the fun ones now, right? Like
our boy
everybody knows.
Kyle Baptist guy.
Well, I saw the guy.
So he told me I couldn't do Dominique
Right.
because you guys talked, and I was like, well, there goes one off the dome.
I saw a video this morning with Robbie Avila, the one at
That's
St.
our
Louis.
first one. So wait.
Oh, it is?
That's our first one.
Okay.
Mr. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar himself.
No. He ranked the nicknames.
Okay, which is his favorite?
He's got so many.
Larry Nerd.
Larry Nerd was
Larry
ranked-
Blurred. Milt
Larry-
Chamberlain.
Larry Nerd, he put fourth.
Okay.
Larry Nerd's cold.
Second, his favorite one was Rob Wave.
That's a great one. Big fan.
He likes that one, but
tough.
everybody
That
else doesn't like it as much.
No, it's not as funny.
College Jokic, he put third. And then he had Larry Nerd. And then way lower, he said there's assistant coaches. I guess his real name is Roberto, so they call him Big Bert, and
That's
he hates
awesome.
it.
No,
he hates
I
it.
hate Big
But
Bird.
number one is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah,
we
that's his
finally
favorite.
get him in the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
Like, this is someone who starts going viral a couple years back when he's at Indiana State.
Yep.
Best passing big in college basketball. He was called College Jokic,
Yep.
and that's where he gets everyone's attention. He has the specs. People become obsessed with him. And now you get to watch him play against Georgia when St. Louis plays Georgia in the first round. Like, why would
Larry
anybody,
Nerd
why
is
would
elite.
anybody
Ooh,
except
that
for the
spin
Georgia
was
Bulldogs
so
fans
tough.
themselves
God.
not be rooting for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
No, it's
Hey,
awesome.
he spent some VC and got some tats now too. I see. He got a little sleeve
He
action.
shot over 40% from three this season.
He is awesome.
Sixth in the A-10 in scoring.
He's kind of been dealing with plantar fascia, though, right? But
been a
no,
little-
that St. Louis team's been good all year
held
long,
back.
right? So
Yeah.
I hope they
Me
move
too.
on. He'd be a cool story.
We need some fun.
Those are the kind of guys
Yes.
who just become absolute legends. He
Absolutely.
has the name, he has the nickname, he has the look,
Yep.
he has the vibe.
Oh.
And then he plays for a school like St. Louis at this point where
His Indiana State team should have made the tournament
I
a couple
know.
years ago
I
too,
know.
Yeah.
and that is one of those that
robbed.
like everybody that does not watch college basketball all year long is going to tune that in and be like, "Who is the guy with the glasses, and why is he so awesome?"
Exactly.
Okay.
Shout out to him. He looked like a Billiken, by the way.
Yep.
he does. Next up, we have a great name and a good underrated player, Cruz Davis.
Okay.
Cruz Davis at Hofstra.
Okay.
CAA Player of the Year. Nate Oates called him one of the best mid-major guards in the country because they, of course, are playing Alabama. He's coached by an NBA player in Speedy Claxton, who's the coach over there at Hofstra. He played for Patino at both Iona and St. John's and then came over to Hofstra this year. Averaged 20 points. He had 5 30-plus point games, including a 36-point game against Pitt. And Hofstra also, just a fun extra add-on to Cruz Davis, has one of the rare Irish players in college basketball, Silas Sunday. So there's two on Hofstra for you.
So he was a Patino guy?
Yep.
So was Walter Clayton Jr.? So was Dennis Jenkins? Are you telling me that go look at,
Go look at that
find the
Iona.
old, did they have Walter Clayton Jr., Dennis Jenkins, and this kid
What
on
year
the
would that have
Iona
been?
team? It was a few years ago, was it? 3 years ago?
2020 to 2023 is when Patino was at Iona.
So 2022, maybe.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but he
If
had
they were all on that same team.
Clayton and Jenkins were both on that team. The kid that's exploded for the
Cruz
Pistons
Davis,
this year.
right there.
No way.
Freshman. Yep.
What a loaded ass
And
Iona
that
team.
Silas Sunday that I just told you about, the Irish one.
No.
Yeah. So there you
The
go.
whole squad.
Yo,
bro.
that Iona team was loaded.
Look out, Alabama. Here's the problem with this process for me when Roser gives me an activity like this. I can fall in love with these, like,
Yeah, right.
little school players so easily, and next thing you know, I'll be going back on my bracket and I'll be like, well, maybe Hofstra can upset Alabama because I love rooting for them.
Absolutely.
And they could absolutely get crushed, and neither of those players could do.
I mean, they say, look, Hofstra is one of those teams that I've heard some people, talk up just because awesome guard and they can knock down threes.
Yep.
So it's like those are the upset type teams where you like look up and it's like, oh my God, they just went 19 for 35 from three, and
their
they're
team,
in it.
And the team they're playing second best player got busted for a lot of weeds.
And they also don't play no defense.
They don't
play a lick of defense.
Yeah.
Might be fun to watch.
Yeah.
That Iona team, that's crazy though.
Is crazy.
Yeah, someone in the chat just said they took Herb Jones and them to the wire when they were 15 seed a couple years ago.
Oh, Iona.
Yeah. 15.
So I wonder if he played in that game.
Let me see. I got you.
See if Cruz Davis played in that game. There's a whole nother
basketball
levels to this.
Let's see.
Was he? He's a freshman.
2021.
Right?
They won 68-55.
Oh, 2021. No, he wouldn't have been.
No, their leading scorer that year was Isaiah Ross.
Okay.
And Ashante
Pretty wild to think that Walter Clayton Jr., this kid at Hofstra, and Dennis Jenkins.
Yeah.
That's loaded.
Makes me. How far do you have St. John's going in your bracket?
Let me see. I got. I'm gonna pull mine up right quick. Hold on.
What did I have?
St. Johnny's.
I got them losing to Duke.
You have them where?
Losing to Duke.
Me too. But I want to pick them.
I want to.
I want to. I haven't been able to do it.
I watch them over the weekend. Mangle UConn.
Oh.
That was crazy. They kicked their ass. And that Zuby guy had like friggin' 7 blocks and 3 steals.
Yeah, 9 blocks in that game.
9?
Yeah, 9 blocks in that
and
game.
3 steals?
Yeah.
That's 12 stocks, bro.
Dude, that damn Alabama team, the one you're talking about that played Iona, woo!
They had some dudes.
Herb Jones, John Petty, Jaden Shackelford,
Keon
Ellis, Alex Reese, Javon Quinterly.
Golly.
Javon Quinterly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Shout out Jelly Fam.
All right.
He retired, Vernon.
He did. He retired.
From what?
Basketball.
The game of basketball.
Okay.
Included in this list are just players who could go off.
Yep.
Like someone who could have a massive game. So this is Mikey Lewis from St. Mary's. And in terms of players who have shown up in big games, Michael Lewis dropped 31 in St. Mary's win over Gonzaga. And that was billed as the potential last game between Gonzaga and St. Mary's. It's the last one on the schedule because Gonzaga's switching conferences. And he went off in this game. He is averaging 22 over the last 5 games. He's really been on a heater as of late. I like his vibe. I like this St. Mary's team a little bit. I have them losing, but that's okay. Mikey Lewis, name to remember. Nothing too flashy.
Also a guy that is the rare I've played at the same school for 2 straight years.
Yeah.
So we have another one of that coming
Mikey
next
Lewis.
as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mikey Lewis.
Speaking of, we have a rare 4-year guy.
Oh.
Tavari Johnson.
Okay.
Akron. Go Zips. Averages 20 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, shooting 51% from the field. He was shooting 40% from 3 for most of the season. He is seen as the best player in the MAC, even though Miami is the team that everyone was following in the MAC, and even though he wasn't MAC Player of the Year. But he is
That's a tough shot.
an electric, and that coloring on those highlights.
Yeah, that's disgusting. They play like a
absolutely
backdoor
brutal. That's like a
gym.
St. Patrick's Day broadcast.
Yeah, it looks like they put a filter on that.
It's a nice little green
Yeah, there we go.
filter.
That's a little better.
2026,
Yeah,
bro.
there we go. That's better.
But in all 4 years at Akron kind of guy, Tavari Johnson. 6 feet
what a
tall,
pass.
little.
He scored 20 against Purdue, so yeah.
Okay, show me.
he was- You know what? It does kind of seem when you do go through some of these smaller schools, and I'm just I'm Googling them, and I'm looking at their team schedule, and it is one of these things like these teams don't get to play the awesome teams even in the early part of their schedule.
No.
They don't. There's like
that was Miami's whole thing.
Like St. Mary's
Like,
got
we
to
tried.
St. Mary's got to play Vandy, but then that was like that's all they played until they played Gonzaga in their conference.
Yeah.
And the same here with Akron. Like they got to play Purdue in a preseason tournament, and the rest of their schedule is
I'm trying to look to see Akron.
We should be fortunate that Penny is able to schedule the way he is.
Damn right.
Yeah.
That's, hey, the testament is being Penny Hardaway.
That Texas team that won last night, Memphis plays Texas next year.
Akron, they lost in the first round. This is 3 years in a row that they've been to the NCAA. No, I'm sorry. This is 4 out of the last 5 years, and they lose in the first round every time.
Every single year.
Poor Akron.
I'm glad we didn't have to play him, though.
Akron.
Akron.
Why you keep saying Akron?
That's how it's pronounced.
Why is it O-N, Jess?
I don't know. It's
I mean,
an Ohio
LeBron
thing.
James says just a kid from Akron.
Akron.
So I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. And you know, sometimes you got like these schools in your head for some reason. Like there's some kind of, you know, when you think of somebody, you think of blank, right? With Akron, so years ago, I went to the NCAA tournament, the one that Memphis actually won a game where Dellavedova misses the three at the end, and they beat St. Mary's by 2. Dellavedova's got a 3 to win it, and it clanks off, and they win 54-52. So I have like a bunch of pictures from that weekend, and one of the pictures I have is me with the Akron Zip, and I met like all of these people from Akron, right, that were there to like root on their team. Because they were in the same pod as Memphis in Auburn Hills. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And I really ended up liking these people, right? And they were around, and like I met the people that had come down to, because, you know, when you're at one of those pods, there's the people that are there that are covering Memphis, the people that are there covering Akron, the people that are there covering, you know, whoever. And they were a MAC school and whatever. So I'm like, I take this picture with the Zip, and I'm like meeting all the Akron people, and I'm like, all right. I was like, I guess I'll rock with Akron, right? Bro, they came out. I just went and looked it up. They played Shaka Smart and VCU, and they got beat 88-42.
Oh, God damn.
I was at the game.
Oh, wow.
They could not get the ball past half court.
Yeah.
Like, the whole it was the worst I have ever seen in person, where it was like a group of guys that every time VCU would make it, they would make a layup, and then they would set up their press. And I had this. And so then after the game, I bought a shirt. You might remember this. I used to wear it, Roser, and it said, "This is Havoc." And that's what they called it, the Shaka Smart thing.
2011, was it?
Huh?
Was it 2011?
It was 2013.
2013, okay.
2013, VCU versus Akron. The final score is 88-42.
Golly.
In the game, Troy Daniels was on the VCU team that year. So was former Grizzly Breonte Weber was also on that team. So anyways, so now I'm all hopped up. I'm like, yo, VCU is nasty. Ain't nobody even going to be able to get the ball up the court against them. I just watched them beat a team by 50. The next game, I'm still there at the tournament. Memphis plays against Michigan State and gets mangled by Adrian Payne of Michigan State. And VCU is in the next round, and I'm like, oh, yeah. This is the perfect kind of upset team. And they played Trey Burke, Mitch McGarry, Tim Hardaway Jr., and bro,
Sauce Castillo.
They couldn't turn them over one time. It was
different level of competition.
I was like, there's levels to this. And Michigan killed them.
I mean, that's four.
And
NBA,
I was like,
that's 4 NBA guards.
It was wild.
Yes.
It was wild. Like, I'm telling you, Akron, you've never seen a world of hell like a team was in. They could not get the ball past half court.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Dude, that VCU team, though, man, they had like 3 NBA players on that team.
Trevon Graham kid was an NBA kid.
Trevion Graham, Breonte Weber, and Troy Daniels. Yeah.
Pretty wild.
It's a squad.
Yeah. Akron, though.
Akron.
I can't get that out of my head.
Them getting
New,
belt.
different coach.
I don't think it is.
It is. John Gross came over after he was at
that's
Illinois.
right. You're right. What was that guy's name?
21
Different mindset,
turnovers.
Vernon.
Keith Dambrot.
Where'd he go after that?
To the crib.
No.
On vacation?
Keith Dambrot went to Duquesne.
Oh.
The Dukes.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Duquesne.
Oh, he coached at St. Vincent St. Mary. He was bronze coach, right?
Yeah, that's the same guy.
Yeah.
He was 305 and 139 at Akron.
Jeez,
That's a pretty damn good record at Akron.
Yeah, 3 MAC tournament titles, 4 regular season titles. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Shout out him, bro.
All right. Anybody else?
Yes, keeping it in the MAC. Peter Suter.
Peter Suter.
Peter Suter. Are you familiar with his work?
No.
He's that Miami player who did the double birds and told the Ohio student section,
Oh,
F you, B word. He's got that great shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
He could be a March character. I am
boy, he
convinced.
looked
Peter
like he
Suter was
did.
born for this
Is
moment.
he the new Wally Zerbiak for them?
Bro.
He played 2 seasons at Bellarmine, 2 seasons now at Miami. If Miami's going to make a run,
This would give
feels like
line
Peter
on?
Suter.
You
gonna
know,
have a
I
moment,
saw a
along with
video.
Ian Elmer.
I saw a video this morning. One
He
of their
look- he's
best,
annoying
one
as
of their,
hell.
one of their best players sent an email about how much about how his hero was John Cena, and John. I'm not kidding. And John Cena recorded a video and sent it to him.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
saw it on
That's
the
cool.
CBS Instagram this morning. Like John Cena made a video for the guys like, hey, I'm so glad I could inspire you and I'll be rooting for my, and I was like, what in the world? This is just odd.
By the way, does John Cena follow all y'all on Twitter?
No, bro, I haven't gotten
On
that follow.
Twitter?
You
bro.
haven't gotten the John Cena follow. John Cena
He
follows everybody.
everybody, bro.
Yeah.
You know how many people John Cena
Sad.
follows on Twitter, bro? He
Y'all don't have the
follows.
John Cena follow?
Let me see.
As many
was
as,
one of-
as
there
many
was
as what's his name? Tay Diggs?
Yeah, I was
1
going to say,
million.
Tay followed me once. I was like, oh, this, and then I was like, oh.
He follows
He follows
everybody.
everybody.
Tay Diggs just follows everybody.
Yes.
Why?
Still
I
follows
don't know.
He still follows
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, Tay
Me
Diggs.
and 593 other thousand
Oh,
people.
John Cena follows 1 million people on Twitter.
And you're not one of them?
Nah, bro.
That's
It's crazy with
I'm
how
kinda
much you love
pissed.
wrestling.
Yeah, I've tweeted about
Hey, you
wrestling.
tweet about wrestling.
Maybe he knows I poop
I
on
don't
him.
even tweet about wrestling and he follows me.
Shout
Wow.
out John Cena, man.
Yeah.
All right, last player.
Yep.
Larry Johnson at McNeese.
Grandmama?
This is a guy, he was a top 50 recruit.
Larry
Is this his
Johnson.
Started
son?
his college career at Creighton. Averaged 17 points this year, but he and then Billy Armstrong, who took over for Will Wade at McNeese, they're one of my favorite little player coach higher seed pairings to look for.
Whoa.
Yeah, this guy's got some highlights, huh?
He does.
What was that
He's a
breakaway
good
one-handed?
player.
Oh my
He
God.
was
What
a
was
four-star.
the
Run that rim,
Bro, he
kid.
did a
He's for
breakaway
real.
one-handed 360.
Yep.
Yeah, run that back, Jaylon. Hold on, I'm trying to see
Yeah,
this.
the first one was like, what in the world was that? Yeah, this.
Oh, what the one? Okay, that's
like,
tough.
it's quick.
In a game, turn up.
Yeah.
Larry Johnson, he's a big recruit, huh?
Yep.
No
Where did
relation.
he
To,
originally
Creighton.
go? Creighton?
I have no idea if he can do anything other than dunk, but my
No relation to
God,
Grandma Motto,
he can
Vernon.
do this.
get on that rim.
Yo.
And they've got Oracan.
Stop, bro.
Larry Johnson.
That's why they're gonna lose in the first round.
Oracan.
That's why they're gonna lose in the first round, bro.
Do you hate Oracan?
I don't hate
He got too big,
Oracan,
huh?
but
Keep it
I
100,
don't.
Jess.
I don't get excited
We
about
build him up to
Oracan.
tear him down,
No,
don't
we don't,
Yes,
bro.
because Oracan was the thing last
No,
year.
it's because he just went. He just started.
You know who
doing too
needs
much, bro.
Oracan? The Grizzlies?
No, we don't.
Yes, we do,
We
because
don't need
nobody's
that.
playing music.
You said that to
We
Michael.
need Oracan.
We do.
We need his
Entire
boombox.
We need a boombox.
We don't need
It
that.
can bring back
He'll
the
wear a
vibes.
quarter
Yep,
zip. He's
yep.
cool with wearing a quarter
Yep.
zip.
Hire Oracan.
To do what?
Play the
Play
music.
music. Somebody's got to play the
I'll
music.
go play the music, bro.
Nobody's even playing music in our locker room.
I'll go play the music,
it's
bro.
depressing.
It is sad.
According to our own players, it's depressing. It's a bunch of silent bobs in there.
Just bring
Yes,
in the
bro. Like
South
this is what we
Memphis
do.
hype man.
No,
Yeah, there
bro.
he is.
Get your own.
Pack him up,
Hey,
bro.
hey, Photoshop him in some Grizzly stuff.
We don't
I need
need
that.
him in
Only
our
one
locker
man
room,
can
bro.
save the
Yeah.
Grizzlies aura.
That's right.
No.
Bring your
It's not
boombox.
him.
I know.
It's not this guy.
Yes,
What
it
is-
is.
I agree with you.
Oracan.
He's
He
showing
looks
off his
exactly
watch.
like the kind of guy that would, like, I would go to a game at Melrose and he pulls open a briefcase and tries to sell me that.
See, he said it this time, not me.
Yeah, that's true. That's
See?
true, yeah.
They got mad at me for saying it last
Yeah,
time.
They did?
Yes.
Yeah,
That
They got mad
happens.
at Devin for saying that. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have they ever been to a local gym here? There is
Maybe
a
not.
guy.
Oh, for sure.
There is always a guy in the local gyms that is trying to sell jewelry.
Or the middle of the mall.
Or a NBA
The
team
mall is any
hotel.
mall ever.
No, I had a guy come sit by me and open up. He's like, "Hey man, you like any of these?" And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, bro.
I
Look
was like, "Are
now.
those real?" He's like, "Yeah, man.
They can be if
Everything's
you want
real."
them to
Yeah,
be.
they can be.
Okay.
They can be.
Real fake.
$50, and yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
That's little. They say call him Lil
That's
Nav,
funny.
bro.
Oracan needs to come to the Grizzlies.
No, we
need
just
a
not.
boombox. Yes, we do. We don't have one.
Keep him away from our franchise.
No.
The only boombox I would accept is South Memphis hype man.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Highway,
local.
go on, shut me down.
That's
That's
all.
what I'm saying. We need, he could be that. There we go. If we need music, we need him to be in here doing the. We need him to walk the team out.
I feel like we kind of
Or-
like need a new bit though. That one like ran its course.
Yeah, he needs another
But he
hit.
could
I'm not
launch it
seeing. It's
here.
not in my algorithm
He
as
could
much
launch it
anymore.
with the team.
So,
I mean, he
yeah.
did drop an album. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, he dropped the album.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe there's.
I'm still on that baby
comb
Keem.
through it.
No.
Okay.
Stay away from it.
Find a
Jess.
new one then.
Stay away from it. But no, we do do some music in the arena. It is kind of dead.
Well, no, it's just the locker room. I'm just
it's just the
concerned.
locker room.
I read Michael's article, and it said that
Nobody
it's
plays
silent
music
now.
anymore.
Yeah, it's like Jaron is the only one that had music or the confidence to play the music for the team.
Yeah.
To
Jaron's
pump
Ox
them
God,
up.
man.
To pump them up.
Like I told you, all the music you hear in the arena is curated by Jaron, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's Jaron's like playlist.
Yeah.
I used to get.
Well, somebody's got to. Again, it's not an easy role to step into. So I understand guys being bashful to do it.
Yeah.
Because
you don't want to be like, bro, turn this off, bro.
Yeah.
It's a big responsibility.
All it takes is one miss.
That's it.
And then they never give you the trust again.
Trust, as a guy who's at the swimming pools, Vernon, and I am the pool ox guy. You gotta hit banger, 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 or they don't trust you no more. I am an ox god. I'm a king of ox.
We know. We were in the Sprinter van with you last year.
No, your ox god was questioned by Tony Allen.
Only because there was an old white dude in the van.
No, they were mad about it.
Oh,
They were mad
did you hear
about
the story,
it.
Jess?
No.
He started playing Future. I just
in
some Gucci
flip-flops.
Yes. Hey, Kevin Kane, the president of the Convention and Visitors Bureau, and his wife.
And Devin blasts it, and he's like,
Hey.
It was turd, bro.
I have such secondhand embarrassment.
Oh, that was turd, bro.
Hey.
It was turd, Jess.
You know what? I love it.
That was in there turd. Don't listen to them.
Tony's like, this dude. Are you for real right now?
Yes, bro. He jumped in the wrong Sprinter van.
All right.
So funny.
Unbelievable.
I guarantee when he got to the crib, he probably listened to it again.
All right. I do want to give everybody a heads up.
I see Kevin Kane going down the street.
Tomorrow we're going to be doing live shows from 8 until 11 tomorrow. Get you ready for the NCAA tournament. And then obviously the tournament's going to be going on all day tomorrow. So tune in early tomorrow. Thank you to John Rhodes across the
We got to
glass.
do Sky Dogs, right?
Huh?
we got to do Sky Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, bro.
It's David versus Goliath tonight.
Yeah.
You already got Jemai Meshack?
If he doesn't play, though, I need somebody else.
Yeah, because we've had a Karen Spencer situation where he was questionable.
Happen,
I know.
We've had that happen.
If they're questionable, they'll play take.
Yeah.
So who is for sure out? Do we know?
Give me. You know what? Give me Deaky.
To do what? Bro, did you watch the last game?
Did you watch any of our games?
Yes, you watched.
Okay, we got to pick somebody.
Bro,
We've lost 8 in a row.
All right, I'm Taylor Hendricks.
He had the worst 2-minute stretch I've ever seen in my life.
Sensational.
I'm Taylor Hendricks tonight.
I mean, Tyler Burton, my guy was just running places.
Somebody told me Jokic doesn't want it with Taylor Hendricks.
Oh, source.
Yeah, or
Sources
Aaron
say.
Gordon for that matter.
Yeah.
Taylor Hendricks. That's who I got.
Hendricks.
Who you got?
Is Gigi back tonight?
Huh?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna go Gigi.
You go GG every game. Be different.
Dare to be different.
Bro, I have a lot to choose from, bro.
Say Ryan Rupert
I'm
if
not
you ain't scared. Say Ryan Rupert if you ain't scared.
To do what?
Huh?
Say Ryan Rupert if you ain't scared.
Say Ryan Rupert if you ain't scared.
Ryan Rupert if you ain't scared. Ryan Rupert.
It's getting dark.
It's getting so dark. I don't even know who to pick for Scotto. Hold on, wait, let me see.
Tyler Burton.
I feel like
Cedric Coward.
Cedric Coward.
I feel like I should get
How
DG
brave.
and
How
Tyler
bold.
Burton.
You don't
I should
know.
get both of them.
You do not get all hustle players.
Why not?
It's ridiculous.
Why not?
Start clustering them off. Original Grizzlies.
My guy
the guys from the Jazz
Tyler
trade.
Burton's got to
Hustle
learn
players,
to,
10 days.
My guy Tyler Burton's got to learn to when you're off ball, chase open space, not
Bro,
the
my
guy
guy was
who
out there
has the ball,
confused.
yeah.
Grizzlies Nuggets tonight, 7:30 at FedEx Forum.
Go hustle.
Thanks to Devin Walker. Thanks to Jessica Benson. Thanks to Jaylon back in the studio. Until tomorrow, we gone.